Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Superbike 22, and we're here in the San Juan Villicum circuit using Alex Lowe's. Now of course, a few days ago we just watched this particular Grand Prix here in Argentina as we slip up on the inside of Garrett Gerloff and also Andrea Locatelli. But I want to get to the point that Alex Lowe's overall in the weekend of San Juan was brilliant. I'm really impressed with Alex Lowe's recent performance now. From Catalonia onwards, he's been looking like a changed man, good in many cores as well, and it's good to see him find some speed and some confidence as we dive up the inside of teammate Jonathan Ray, because we go into turn 5, trying to sneak on the inside of Bautista. Beautifully done. Had to get past him before he passes us on the straight. But I just wanted to use Alex Lowe's again. I'm a big fan of Alex, and I would really love to see him get back on the podium and hopefully win another race soon. It's been a long time coming. Of course, Phillip Island is somewhere that Alex is particularly strong at, so hopefully in a few weeks' time we could be looking at Alex Lowe's taking a victory. But for now, it does seem to be just simply Toprak, Ray and Bautista are the only contenders for any sort of victory here in Superbike. Well, getting back to the action then into turn 9, this is a track I've not really done much of course, as you know. Brand new to me this season and brand new to me in this game. We are actually about to take the lead. Look at that change of direction into turn 12 and 13 there. Beautifully done, but Toprak will have the inside line for 14. We're going to try and go around the outside, but that is a very bold move from the world champion. Well, regarding this circuit here in Argentina, this is not my forte. This is very new to me. I'm still learning the basics of this track, but up on the inside, wow, you don't often get a move done up on the inside of Toprak into turn 1, and there it is. For the first corner, we do retake, well actually no, take the lead for the very first time. Toprak's looking to retake it, but we position ourselves well and keep the Yamaha at bay for now. So brilliant start from us from 5th position on the grid, bit of gesticulation and a bit of hand coming off the bike there, but Alex Lowe's is still very much on it in the early session, the early parts of this Grand Prix. So I went for the SC1 and SC0 tyre. I did do a little bit of a run through a moment ago, and I actually did extremely well, but I did bump into Toprak pretty heavily and sent him careening off the track, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I don't really like to do that, so if the overtake looks horrendous or the action's not really that good in the sense of realism, I tend to delete the video and start again. So yeah, I'm hoping this one is going to be the one where we can really make it look good and have a good battle with Toprak as well. So currently as it stands, Lowe's leading the way from Razgatioglu, Ducati's Alvaro Bautista in 3rd, Jonathan Ray 4th, Gerloff, Locatelli, Baz and Axel Bassani. Of course, Baz and Bassani certainly having a ding-dong of a battle in real life and now in the video game form as well. The Loris Baz showing Axel Bassani that he is number 1. He was showing him his middle finger, just letting him know how many fingers he had on his wrist, I'm sure. But he got fined, what, a couple of grand for that, or maybe a grand? I didn't actually quite remember, but did see he got penalised for that. Well, look at us diving on the inside into turn 1. Do we get it stuck though? Not quite. That was a bold and brave move from Alex Lowe's. I did lose a bit of time on the straight there, or that little bit of a rise, and then over the crest we lost it on the brakes. But I'm confident with the tyre combination we have here, we'll get stronger and stronger as this race progresses. Now I did manage to slink into the 136s in qualifying. I don't think it was 135, I think it was a mid 136 like Ike Aleko won his lap time there. But with the slipstream here from Toprak Razgatioglu, I need to get into the slipstream rather than losing a bit of time there. But into the longest part of the San Juan Villicum circuit, will we have a chance to sneak up on the inside of Toprak sooner or later? I do like this next particular corner as we get a bit out of shape there into turn 7. On the approach to turn 8, when we're looking for the TISO sign to start braking, so as you get close to the shadow, start braking in and bring the Kawasaki in. So into turn 8 we'll go. Quick upshift here to 2nd, upshift into 3rd if you want. Going to try and hang around in 2nd for a bit and hopefully have a lunge, not quite close enough yet. A little bit of a twitch on the Kawasaki. Do we get the change of direction like we did earlier? Not quite. Wow, the 120% difficulty AI are fast coming out of the corners, aren't they? Nothing wrong with the Yamaha's acceleration, it's more about the top end speed where the Yamaha begins to struggle. So coming out of turn 15, then we're going to try and latch on the back of the R1 here, about just a 7/10 of a second. So we should have had this one secured relatively decently so far, but we do get closer to the 135s. Not quite in there just yet, but a 136.1 gets us very close to top rack's time. Just a 10th of a second slower than the R1 at this stage of the Grand Prix, but wide into turn 3. That is going to cost us a significant amount of time. Now I did attempt this earlier with the SCX, as I mentioned, and I did find that that tyre gave me a lot more grip and was a lot more comfortable, but into turn 5 I think the gamble will pay off as long as we stay with the SC0. I tried this in a live stream a couple of days ago, and the SC0 tyre did do a pretty good job. It didn't really make a significant difference compared to the SCX, but you've got to try these different tyres. You've got to gamble every now and again and just see what you can produce with different tyres. If there's one bit of advice to take from this video, use all of the tyres and give them all a chance. So bring on the power and brake at the TSO sign. Oh, a little bit deep into turn 8. Just wanting a bit too much out of this Kawasaki right now. Still, we are a full second ahead of Alvaro. No, never mind, change that. It's a second ahead of Jonathan Race. So the teammates up into the podium position. Great to see the two British riders up there on the podium as we reach half race distance so far. But now onto the brakes for turn 14. I'm very, very tentative of the 14th corner here in San Juan Villicum because I have crashed there numerous times. In the first video, in attempts after this, even in the live stream, and even in the practice before I even started this video. So I need to be very careful into 14. Not too tentative because, of course, being overly cautious is the worst thing you can do. But it is in the back of my mind and I cannot really escape it, to be quite honest with you. Well, into turn 3, keeping it in very tight. That was a beautiful entry to the third corner. Much, much better than the previous lap when we went too wide. But bringing on the power, get early on the brakes here and gradually bring it in as we keep it in nice and tight for turn 5. Wait for the opportunity to bring on acceleration, and we are closing in fast. But we didn't quite get the acceleration. I thought, you know what, I thought we would have had the acceleration to catch top right there, but no slipstream for us really. We are taking a few bits tenths away from him, but not significant yet. He's much better than me on the brakes going into turn 6, which felt like I was doing better with the SCX tyre. Not going to blame the SC0, but got to get used to it quickly, otherwise this gap is going to increase, and I don't really want it to increase. I'm trying to bring that back in, and I would love to take the victory here in San Juan. This would be something quite unheard of for me. Qualified pretty well. I did the practice pretty well indeed, but into a new track that I've never really used. Could be interesting. So out to turn 13 we mastered. Wow, we're closing a very, very big amount of time on top right there. This could be certainly brewing up for the excitement of something interesting happening on the final couple of laps as we start lap 6 in just a moment's time. And of course, guys, if you are enjoying the content so far, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. We're firm into turn 1. We've gone deep, too deep, off the track, and now regaining the position. We actually gained a bit of time there somehow to top rank, so maybe that's the new opportune line for that particular corner. I wouldn't recommend it, but obviously I was gaining a bit more speed by bringing on the power more abruptly rather than gradually bringing on the power. I've got to be gradual in some corners, and then some I just need to be a little bit more brave and bring on the power a bit more. Top rank close to the apex there. Just clipping the apex of these rumble strips can be very, very costly. This time around it's cost him more than us, but we're still there, not within striking distance, and we have lost the toe. Got to be strong here into turn 6 and then hopefully claw back some time into turn 7. We were almost out of shape there going in to the 6th corner as we now approach the halfway distance of lap 6. Only a few more to go in this one, and it's looking a bit difficult. It is looking a bit too much at this stage of the Grand Prix. Now, I did want to mention how interesting the races were over the weekend for Superbike 22, for Superbike, excuse me, and now replicate it in Superbike 22. But instead, I just wanted to go for Alex Lowe's and try and get a good performance. So, unfortunately for Alex, he couldn't get the podium in real life. But my goal in this video is to do one better and make sure he gets the podium. But look at Garrett Gerloff. Garrett Gerloff has just come from about 6th place. He's passed Alvaro Bautista, and now he's passed Jonathan Ray for 3rd position. Brilliant stuff from him, but look at top rank, and look at Gerloff again. Of 1:35.791 goes the American. He is now up into the top 3 positions. He's on the podium, and a lap time like that certainly secures him the fast lap of the Grand Prix and will probably stand for the rest of this race. Phenomenal work from Gerloff there. Jonathan Rea pushed down to 4th, Bautista 5th, Bassani's come up from 8th or 9th up to 6th position, and Loris Baz is now out of the picture in the top 8 with Vieche and Locatelli 7th and 8th respectively. Bringing on the power out of turn 5, it does seem that we've had to concede. Are we going to chase Toprak down? I'm going to have to need a pretty incredible lap if that's the case, and I don't think I can muster it up, and I really need to consider the fuel right now. Power setting 3 is putting me at -0.2 fuel. We're going to have to drop down to 2. The next spot is really ideal for power setting 2. The second power setting is much better for these particular corners. You can bring on the power without wheel spinning and may actually get us closer to Toprak here. So we can go into turn 11, get the change direction into 12, now into 13 for the next right-hander here. Pretty solid stuff, but we need the power setting 3 to then bring on the power to get closer to him, and we've gone wide into turn 14. Off the track we go, but back on. We still hold on for longer. On this penultimate lap, it may not be yielding a great performance, but across the line, this will get us into the 1:35 this time around, so some very consistent lap times coming in there. A 1:36.1, a 1:36.4, 1:36.2, 2, and then a 1:36.9. Excuse me, 1:35.9. I'm quite impressed. Some decent performance here in San Juan, but this final lap here today of this particular Grand Prix here in Superbike 22, I do hope you've enjoyed this one so far, and I've got to be honest with you, this race is coming up very soon for my career mode, and I am feeling pumped to try it now. I feel like I've really found a step recently with Superbike 22, and it's beginning to show in my riding and consistency, so I'm feeling pretty good right now, to be quite honest with you. But we do need to change the fuel, drop it down to power setting 2, and hopefully that will be enough to secure us second position in this Grand Prix. Garrett Gerloff is closing in, but is he closing in fast enough? I don't think so. 0.8 of a second. It's going to require a major mishap, let's say, a flummox and a half to make sure that Garrett gets second place. But for us right now, turn 8 beckons the man in second position to take a podium for the, third time this season? Not enough times for my liking. I like to see Alex on the podium, and hopefully he can do it more, but it almost came to an abrupt end. Going too close to the apex edge. Running across the rumble strip is the worst thing you could do here in San Juan Villicum, and never mind about that though, because we got the job done. Toprak is going to win in style. We'll hang on to second place, and Gerloff takes third position. So guys, that's it from me. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. If you'd like to see a particular track or bike combination, let me know. More than keen to get another video done for this fantastic game. So guys, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.